For centuries, Mexicans have been putting their trust in the leaders of the Catholic Church. But it was one of its most popular and powerful priests, Father Marcial Maciel, who church authorities say preyed on young seminarians and children. As a young scholar in the Vatican, José Barba became one of Maciel's youngest victims. At the time, he says he didn't question Maciel because he was a fervent believer in the Word of God and that of his superiors.
I thought that part of the problem was in me because I resisted submitting myself to God's will.
Church authorities in Mexico now admit that over a 40-year period, Maciel abused nearly 200 victims, including 2 of his own children. Barba and 7 other alleged victims brought their cases to the Vatican.
Our lawyer told us the case couldn't advance further because another cardinal, Angelo Sodano, the Vatican Secretary of State today, pressured Cardinal Joseph Ratzinger, who was in charge of sex abuse cases, so that this went no further.
In 1999, Father Alberto Attie sent a letter to Ratzinger by way of a Mexican bishop detailing the abuses.
Cardinal Ratzinger said to him, "I'm sorry, but this case cannot be investigated because Father Maciel is a great friend of the Holy Father, Pope John Paul II, and has done much good for the Church. I'm sorry, but it isn't prudent." That was a verbal response from the Cardinal Ratzinger, and he never responded to my letter.
Not until 2006 did Pope Benedict stop Maciel from working as a priest and order him to spend the rest of his life in prayer and penance. 3 years later, the Vatican initiated an investigation, but by then, Maciel was dead. The Catholic Church in Mexico acknowledged that not only Maciel but many other priests had committed abuses.
Some dishonest and criminal priests have irreparably damaged innocent children with their abominable acts. They have betrayed their sacred ministry and thrown mud over the Catholic Church.
The Legion of Christ has apologized for what they call their founders' abuses. And they say they will ask each victim for forgiveness, both for not believing their claims and for doing nothing to protect them. Mariana Sanchez, Al Jazeera, Mexico City.